Welcome everyone to another episode of my review of One Punch Man Season 2. Back in 2015, Studio Madhouse brought us a fun, action-packed show with great animation and humour. But while its story was a little thin and left many with unanswered questions, it was still thoroughly entertaining and gained many fans from around the world, who all called for more. Now almost 4 years later, we have Season 2 from a new studio and a new director, but we'll come back to that. The story picks up pretty much where we left off, with Saitama and his disciple come housemaid Genos living together, just getting by with their occasional hero work. But while Genos is a recognised Class S hero, Saitama is quite content with his relative obscurity, still bored with the constant lack of challenge from being too strong. Things start moving though as they begin to meet more members of the Hero Association. From the strong and sexy Esper Blizzard, who suffers from an inferiority complex and sibling rivalry, to King, the apparent strongest hero in the world. All of which lead to some great moments of humour as they encounter Saitama. Blizzard's introduction will clearly be a highlight for many, and not just for obvious fan service proportions. And then there are the villains. Things quickly begin to escalate as the Monster Association begins attacking cities in greater numbers. Then there's the appearance of the silver-maned so-called hero hunter, Garou. For the most part though, the potential new big bad Garou is largely left in the background of events, and this season could be seen as just his early steps to becoming a true villain. One of the main issues though coming from Season 1 is we all know Saitama is stronger than any of these introduced adversaries. Hell, remember last season we saw him leap off the moon and kill an insanely powerful alien invader called Lord Boros? This inevitably leads to the writers finding as many ways as possible to keep Saitama away from the villains, so he doesn't simply finish them off with, well, one punch. I won't go too far into spoiler territory, as the plot is one of the main reasons to watch Season 2, and it is likely that many will have to fight through the new animation style to truly enjoy it. Which brings me to finally address the question many long-time fans are asking: does the animation really suck? Well, yes and no. The aforementioned production staff change did raise more than a few eyebrows when it was announced, and when early teasers were shown it left many fans concerned about the show's quality. And yes, the animation does look distinctly cheaper. It's still serviceable though, and does manage to convey the action reasonably well when it needs to, and is more than likely the result of a streamlined production. But it means all of Madhouse's amazing three-dimensional fight scenes and style is sadly nowhere to be seen. Instead they are replaced with limited animation or straight up static artwork sliding around to convey motion. It occasionally works, but never comes close to the heights of Season 1, which is a shame. But while it may not be quite the One Punch Man we fell in love with back in 2015, its story, although only really just getting started, is slightly better than Season 1's Monster of the Week plot, and it still offers enough entertainment value to fans. Hopefully the show does get a third season to expand and improve on what the new creators have started. So I think for my final score, I'm going to award One Punch Man Season 2 a reasonable, but not great, 6 out of 10. Thanks everyone. If you enjoyed the video, please don't hesitate to hit the like button. But for now, this is Talos, signing off.